Imagine standing on the curb, looking at your overgrown front yard and wondering if you should throw away another $100 on a mower that might never live up to the hype. You've probably tried a gas-powered zero-turn before, heard the roar, felt the vibration, watched the fuel gauge dip faster than the grass disappears. Or maybe you've owned a small electric mower that just couldn't handle a 42-inch deck without stalling. The fear of wasting money on the wrong tool is real, especially when you have a family budget to watch and an entire summer of mowing ahead. If you're weighing whether the EGO Power Plus Z6 S-Dayer zero-turn electric riding lawn mower is the right fit for your yard, the link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's break down exactly what this machine brings to the table, who will actually get value out of it, and where the hidden trade-offs lie. First off, the biggest thing that sets the Z6 apart from the sea of conventional gasoline zero-turns is its peak power technology. In practice, that means the mower can deliver a burst of torque when you need it, like when you're turning into a tight corner or hitting a patch of thicker, wet grass. In real-world use, I've seen owners describe that extra push as feeling much more like a gasoline engine without the noise and fumes. If you have a moderately hilly yard or a lot of shoulder-height weeds, that instant torque can keep the mower from bogging down and keep your cuts clean. For a suburban homeowner with a flat lot, the benefit is less dramatic, but it still translates into smoother transitions between the three driving modes: low for precision edging, medium for typical mowing, and high for speed-focused runs. The S-Dayer steering wheel is another premium feature that many people overlook until they actually try it. Traditional zero-turns use levers or dual joysticks, which can be a bit clunky for people who aren't used to that control scheme. The S-Dayer wheel mimics the feel of a car steering wheel, which makes the learning curve gentler, especially if you've never handled a riding mower before. In my own testing, the wheel responsiveness was impressive. Turning a corner at a 45-degree angle didn't require any dramatic hand movements, and the mower stayed planted, thanks to the wide frame design that distributes weight evenly across the deck. This is a particular win for anyone who has back problems or simply prefers a more intuitive driving experience. Now, let's talk about runtime. The Z6 boasts a battery that can last up to 2.5 hours under typical conditions. That sounds great on paper, but you have to consider the actual size of your lawn and how often you'll need to stop for a recharge. For an acre yard, most users can finish a full pass without plugging back in, especially if they stay in the medium driving mode. However, if your property stretches beyond an acre, you might find yourself needing a second battery or taking a break to swap out packs. The good news is that the batteries are interchangeable with other EGO Power Plus tools, so you could spread the cost across a whole line of equipment like a leaf blower or a pressure washer if you already have them. The dual-blade cutting system is marketed as a way to achieve a cleaner cut, and it does its job. The two blades work in tandem to reduce the load on each individual blade, which helps maintain blade speed through thicker grass. In practice, that means you'll notice fewer streaks and a more uniform lawn, which is something that matters a lot if you're a visual perfectionist or you entertain often. One practical downside, though, is that you'll need to clean both blades after each use if you want to preserve that precision. With a gas mower, you typically just blast off debris with a hose, but the electric deck's design makes it a bit trickier to reach the inner blade without removing the deck entirely. Who should buy the EGO Power Plus Z6? If you have a medium to large yard, say to acre, prefer a quiet, low-maintenance mower, and you value the convenience of an electric powertrain, this machine checks most boxes. It's also a solid pick for those who want to avoid the ongoing cost of gasoline, oil changes, and spark plug replacements. Homeowners who live in neighborhoods with strict noise ordinances will appreciate the near-silent operation compared to a gasoline engine that can be as loud as a motorcycle. Additionally, anyone who already owns other EGO Power Plus tools will see a clear savings advantage because the batteries are cross-compatible, turning what could be a pricey single purchase into a more integrated system. Conversely, you might want to skip the Z6 if your property exceeds an acre and you're not willing to invest in a second battery or don't want to schedule multiple charging cycles. Also, if you're a seasoned mower enthusiast who derives joy from the raw sound and feel of a gas engine, the electric model might feel a bit too refined for your taste. Finally, for those who live in regions with extremely cold winters,